Welcome to the Explainer! Today, we're digging into something that could honestly be a game changer in the world of AI image generation. We're talking about a new model from Google that promises top-tier results without that top-tier price tag.
So let's just start with a big question. What if the main thing stopping you from creating professional, super high-quality AI images wasn't how much they cost to make, but just the limits of your own imagination? That's really the core promise we're going to explore today.
And the model that's trying to deliver on that promise is Google's brand new Nano Banana 2. It's really designed to be a massive leap forward in making this high-end AI art accessible to pretty much everyone. Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's get under the hood of this new AI artist and figure out what actually makes it so special. Here's the secret sauce, right here. Nano Banana 2 is the very first image model built on something called Gemini 3.1 Flash. Now that word flash is super important. It's an architecture that's all about speed and efficiency. And you know what that means? Lower costs. So, this sets up a classic showdown. In one corner, you've got Nano Banana Pro. That's the established champ, right? It's known for its incredible quality, and it's built on the powerful Gemini 3 Pro. But in the other corner, you have the new contender, Nano Banana 2, aiming for that exact same pro-level quality, but for a whole lot less money. All right, enough talk. Let's put them head-to-head. We're going to throw some seriously creative, really complex challenges at both of these models to see if the newcomer can actually keep up with the Pro.
Okay, first up, a test of just pure, wild imagination. This prompt is designed to see if these models can handle a totally bizarre, completely unrealistic situation, but still make it look real. I mean, a glass piano, an octopus playing it, underwater? This is a really tough one.
And wow, the results are pretty fascinating. Both models came back with these stunningly similar, super high-quality images. They both totally nailed the transparent piano, the light filtering through the water, and they even rendered the octopus with anatomically correct tentacles. The quality is honestly almost indistinguishable.
Okay, so they can handle fantasy. But what about real-world knowledge? For the next test, we're giving them coordinates and a date and asking for a historically accurate scene of the Eiffel Tower's opening day.
And this is where you can really see the power of that Gemini 3.1 brain working behind the scenes. Both models correctly identified the location from the coordinates alone and then generated these amazingly convincing historical photos. Look at the period-accurate clothing, the whole atmosphere, just spot on.
All right, now for something that trips up AI models all the time, following very specific, detailed instructions. This prompt is all about precision. We're talking counting, spatial reasoning, color order, and putting text in just the right place. It's a multi-step challenge that can be a real headache for AI. And you guessed it, it's another dead heat. Both Nano Banana 2 and the Pro model got it exactly right. 7 macarons? Check. Placed in the right color order? Check. And they displayed the text on the card perfectly. The ability of both of these models to just follow instructions is top-notch. So, we've seen the image quality is pretty much neck and neck across these really tough tests. But let's look at an area that for years has been a huge weakness for AI image models, but is now something both of these handle brilliantly. And that's rendering text. To really push this to the limit, we use this incredibly dense prompt for a recipe card. I mean, it requires multiple sections of text, numbered lists, specific ingredients, nutritional info, and all of it has to be small, but still perfectly readable. This is a total nightmare for most image generators. And the results are just incredible. Both models produce these flawless, professional-looking recipe cards. Every single piece of text is crisp, it's correct, it's perfectly placed. You could genuinely use either one of these. This proves that clear, complex text is just not an obstacle anymore.
So if the quality is nearly identical across fantasy and history and these super complex instructions, what's the point of the new model? Well, it all comes down to the single most important factor.
And this right here is the real game changer. You are getting all the power, all the accuracy, and all the creative capability of the Pro model, but at the price of the much cheaper, more efficient Flash model.
I mean, this chart says it all, doesn't it? The performance-to-cost ratio for Nano Banana 2 is dramatically better. You're getting the same high-level performance as the Pro model, but for a fraction of the cost. This is what makes Pro-level creativity more accessible than ever before.
And that leaves us with this one last powerful question. With technology like this, are we entering an era where that financial barrier to creating high-end digital art and design is effectively gone? It's a fascinating thought to end on.